Lucius, I'm sorry I was late.
It's fine. It's really fine.
Yeah, don't go any farther left than that. Oh, I mean, unless you're trying to.
I can't see you.
Oh.
I have to see you through the
I'll sit back.
tripod.
I got wiggle room.
Yeah.
I can wiggle it.
But I feel like maybe you've learned a valuable lesson on car washes on a sunny day.
Well,
on a
and it's
Friday.
been nice, but it was snowy and gross, and the birds are back, and so the line was long, but they wrap it around the back of the building. So you say, yeah, I'll get a car wash, before you realize I sat there for 15 minutes and then read the ticket and realized, I can use this same authorization number later.
That is nice.
So thank God they figured that out.
Yeah.
I wonder how many complaints they had to deal with first.
Right.
Yeah, my iPad died. I can't.
What do you need? Do we need to start over?
Oh, no. I'll just pull the notes up on my phone. Guys, welcome back to Jacob V Weekly. We want to start like we do every week by reminding you to check out Caddyshack of Hamel, Illinois. CATTYSHACKIL.org. Our good friends over there. I'm sort of a member of the board with them. And I do some events with them and try to help out with fundraising or promotion or whatever I can whenever they need me. And they're great. Really great, and they can always use your support. And what else? I just played with Blinded by Stereo last Friday at the Heavy Anchor with North by North and Cave Radio. Some of our mutual friends were there. People that come to my trivia game and that knew you from the Improv or something.
Oh, really?
I don't want to name names.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Tell me later. Yeah.
I also don't remember the names.
Oh, okay. Describe them to me later.
Yeah.
Okay,
Later.
cool.
And then Christ is King and Blinded by Stereo was great. That's on some of that's on the Patreon. The full set is coming to the Patreon soon. If you join us at patreon.com/JacobV, it's the only way to support this show financially. All this luxury down here.
Luxury.
And then but you also get exclusive content, like I mentioned. I just it's a lot of the stuff I do that I don't just post for free all over the internet like I do this show. Speaking of which, follow us on your favorite platform. We post clips of the show every day to YouTube. Everyone on YouTube thinks I'm fat and dumb. We also post to Instagram. Very few comments on Instagram.
Don't be shy. Facebook also has people that
we get the most traffic on Facebook, but I hardly ever check it because I just don't like spending time on Facebook.
Of course, yeah.
TikTok is fun. We're on the TikTok, if that's your preferred nomenclature. Our X, very little traffic on X, though. It's because I try not to be like overtly like hateful or violent or misogynistic or racist or something.
Yeah.
On this show, I try to make it a show that normal people could listen to in polite company if they had to most of the time. So we don't do well on X.
Yeah, that and there's no sex. There's no gay porn happening.
Yeah,
here.
there's no. I had to. Man, that was hard work cleaning that algorithm up.
Yeah. Yeah.
For a while, my algorithm was very specific on X. Then Twitter. It was Twitter then.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Taylor Gunner, told us about the good old days of Twitter, where Twitter was like the porn capital of the internet. And it's not that anymore. And so that's all good. So we're working with that. Where was I going with this? Kits Row did that thing. Secret Admirer was at the Sinkhole last weekend, and that I guess mixtape or whatever you want to call it of local bands covering each other's songs without any input or collaboration or help. It's all on Bandcamp now. Secret Admirer,
cool.
STL, I think.
Can you link that? Is that a possibility? Like,
I'll link it.
In the show notes
I'll link it in the show notes.
Yeah,
I'll confirm. Yeah, Secret Admirer. Kits Row and I did a version of a song by a local band called Night Sprites, and I love their song that we did, and our version of it was fun to make, and we should do more stuff like that.
That's cool.
We're going to start with some dumb news today. Very first thing I want to look at, I could have been in this Corey Feldman documentary we've been talking about.
What?
Yes, I could have been in it. So the director of the documentary has been visiting this podcast that I now listen to because they talk about this documentary a lot. And one of the things she brought with her is a clip that didn't make it into the film, but would have had the film been drawn out into a multi-part series or something, like for Netflix or whatever. So it covers, the portion we're going to watch covers the show at Diesel Dick's in Peoria, Illinois, where we first saw Corey Feldman with his band of Angels. Mm-hmm. So this is the first leg of the tour. Not the same leg of the tour I brought you to in Kansas City. But do you want to hit play on this clip? It should just work like last time.
And, well, this had to be kind of a 90-minute movie. If this had been a series, if anybody had paid attention, this would have been in there. So enjoy.
Now, I'm going to be in this shot, not this one.
Yep, we're here. A lot of people sitting outside a barn with their umbrellas.
You'll be going back and forth, and we'll keep it covered up. So all
not
your
even a changing room.
not a pop-up tent, nothing. It's a straight-up bar. I mean, there's nowhere.
Work. We've got to go on and off the stage. We're not walking through the crowd for every costume change.
You're not going to.
Where are we going to go?
For every stage is right there.
It doesn't matter. That's going through the audience.
No,
what do you think the audience
I build a wall for you every time.
Shot there.
First of all, it's a freaking truck stop.
Oh, damn. Just missed it.
I'm to the left behind the guy with the big face and the glasses.
That's you right there. There you are. There you are.
So that show I was at was shot by Marcy, who made the documentary. And I would have been in some of that footage, and she chose a specific clip of that night to bring to this podcast to share with them. And there I am. So, dumb news number 1 out. I should have been in it. If she had really done a full director's cut, I would have been in it. Mm-hmm. If she didn't have to pay thousands of dollars to license all the covers that band was performing, I would have been in it. Moving on.
And I'm sorry, how did they get a hold of this footage again?
So that lady that introduced the clip is the director of the documentary.
Oh.
So at the time that she was making the documentary about Corey Feldman versus the world, and I bought it and watched it several times so you don't have to, she and Corey had this agreement to like collaborate on making this documentary about what he was working on at the time. This is years ago. This is like almost 10 years ago.
Yes, it is.
But then,
that's so interesting.
By the time she ended up cutting it into a documentary feature length to release or whatever, he kind of changed his tune about it because he didn't like the optics.
Yeah.
And
you're going to have to link this picture of you.
I think that'll be the show. That'll be in the show episode cover, the album art of the day.
Yeah.
I already have it screened. You'll see I have it snipped already.
Okay, cool.
So I'm dealing with that. What's next on stupid news? Amazon driver follows GPS into, I believe, the ocean. It could have been one of the Great Lakes.
Either way, a body of water.
Yeah. But you can see they drive out until it's like 4 feet of water before they stop and say, I don't think this is right.
No way.
I think they get stuck. Yeah.
No
You haven't
way.
seen this?
No.
Oh, it's like, yeah. This is top of the barrel news today.
God.
And I don't know if it means, I don't know if the area was flooded by a larger body of water. Maybe sometimes there's a pathway there, but either way, that's the thing. Here's my argument. I'm okay with the cars driving themselves.
Yeah.
Most people I know, it doesn't make sense to me that they just get to drive around.
Mm-hmm.
There's maybe the top 30% of people I know would I trust driving.
Sure.
You've driven me around a lot historically.
Yeah.
It's happened several times. So you're in that top 30.
That's good.
That's why I could make that such a hard number down here right
Of course.
now.
Yeah.
But there's people I love deeply and that I love spending time with, and I don't prefer for them to be driving.
Sure. Yeah.
Myself included. I don't want to drive.
Yeah.
And I don't want that Amazon driver driving.
Yeah.
Either is what I don't want.
Definitely.
If I could say that.
Yeah. Do you ever, and I have like an older woman in my life that's like 80 and she like should not be driving, but it's like, she's like a family friend. And it's a lot of the stopping for too long at a stop sign, and then like not using your blinker.
The problem is if those
it's
people
like a
want to
drifting.
drive, like if those people want to keep driving, it's hard because
Yeah.
that's like work that has to happen in the home to get them to a point where they can accept help. Now, the real move would be like, say, in a perfect world, I would just like say it was my mother and she was old. I didn't want her driving anymore. If I was a real man and I could afford this, I would just put Uber on her phone with my PayPal and say, just call a fucking Uber anytime you want to go anywhere. And they'll PayPal me. Because you worry about that when you have your own children. People talk about this when their kids get to the age where they start driving. That's just terrifying to think that, they get to go out. And not because it's just them. Like, if the world was abandoned and there was no danger, you'd feel better about your kid driving from A
And
to
so
B.
I don't-
but it's the other drivers because you never know what's going to happen out there.
Yeah,
on the
I don't know
streets.
what the criteria is for people to get their licenses, because we're talking about like vetted employees of Amazon driving into a body of water, somebody that we probably don't want to trust having on the road. So like, where is the critical step where we're missing that these people get
I mean,
allowed licenses?
I don't know. There's a driving test to drive for Amazon.
No, but they have to verify your driver's license. So we're starting at the DMV. We're starting
Yeah.
at like, because like my dad taught me to drive when I was like 12.
Well, that's the thing. I spend a lot of free time with my family in safe, typically rural environments, practicing driving for years.
Yeah.
Before I actually got off to driving, and I didn't really start driving right away. I didn't really want to because I didn't want to have to work.
Yeah.
To pay for driving. So I didn't drive for a long time. But like once I was old enough. But yeah, there's people, I guess, can get through the driving test. But people aren't talking about this enough either. It's just like around here, you see all the expired tags.
Yeah.
There are people that are driving that don't have a driver's license.
Yeah.
That maybe some of them never had one.
Yeah. I mean, like, and I was not like the best driver as a teenager. Like, I learned lessons, but it wasn't like crazy, like driving to a body of water. It was just not being observant enough to see that an accident's happening in front of me, to like hydroplaning.
Yes.
Like not stopping
Our
soon
situations
enough
that are
and then like
dangerous,
hydroplaning.
not
and-
realizing how hard it can be to drive at night and how different it is.
Yeah.
And knowing like your car length for how soon to start braking. And
Yeah, like I was like the third car in like a 3-car pilot because they hit them, and I'm like, oh shit! And then we were going over like a summit,
Yeah.
like a small hill where you couldn't see too far. Yeah, that was like in high school.
Do you feel like you've gotten better as a driver?
Yeah, totally. I haven't had an accident in years, since like at least over a decade.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've had speeding tickets. But like
yeah, I don't get
I have a
those
lead
either.
foot for sure. But that's only on like open roads, kind of stuff.
Out
Like
in
I'm not like zipping through, but I
You
do.
know what I find concerning?
What?
I just so rarely see police even looking for that kind of behavior.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just not I feel like, I don't know if it used to be more common. In the 90s, your uncles and stuff would have had the dashboard mounted like radar detectors.
Yeah.
Which also would go off if you drove near a store that had automatic doors.
You know what? I always have Waze open when I'm like going places.
Yeah,
'cause
that's
they're
the new
good
version of that, I
yes,
think.
it totally is.
Yeah.
And where I've gotten my speeding tickets is because I didn't have it up and I was like deep into a podcast or something and didn't see the cop in rural Missouri.
Yeah,
was
I
coming-
typically force myself to cruise control at a point that I could argue
Yeah.
my way out of.
Like
So
you'll be like
my
chilling-
golden number in like rural Missouri is 77. If the speed limit is
Yeah.
70, I click
Yeah.
in at 77. It's fun to see. And then if somebody calls me on it, I'm like, listen, I was intentionally, going 7 over.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to go 90 because I didn't want to have this conversation with you. But I have this deep-seated, I think it stems from my Catholic guilt, where I'm constantly having hypothetical conversations with the other drivers around me in my
Yeah.
head, as if we're all going to pull into group
Yeah.
therapy together and say, so when you pulled out like that, it made me scared.
It made me feel scared, and I didn't like that. See,
It made me feel unsafe, and I shouldn't have to feel unsafe in my Volvo.
You may not know this about me, but I feel it's there's a weird thing happening right now where like all of my anger is pointed towards like road rage. Where like I
didn't know what you were gonna say. I would have loved if it was something wild.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean,
like me last week with the English.
the English. Oh, yeah. Like how much you hate the English. No, but okay. So like what I guess I fucking hate are assholes on the road. Nothing makes me more angry than somebody excessively honking. There was a guy excessively honking behind me at this light where it was just a green light. I'm supposed to take a left, but there was like 3 lanes of traffic coming, and I'm like, I'm scared. Okay, it's like 9 a.m. Not used to being up that early. So he's like honking and just does not stop. And so I
like
stick a middle.
Like the traffic's all going to disappear.
Yeah. And so I go, okay. And so I roll down the window and I stick out my middle finger and I'm like, fuck you. Fuck you, dude. Like, I'm just trying to look out for myself and not cause an accident. So fuck you. And so he comes, we take the left, right? I'm like pressured to take the left, so I'm doing it. And then so he comes up behind me and I roll down my other window, and as he's coming, I say, I had the right of way. And then so we get into this argument down Kings Highway.
Lucius, that's unsafe.
Of course it is. I talked to my therapist about it the next time that I saw her because it was extremely unsafe. But what the fuck?
I agree with you, but you can't get into. You can't let the demon in the car. We have an episode called that.
Of course, I've tested its boundaries, and I know that it's unsafe. I know I have to like sort of disengage.
Because in my case, that's an opportunity for me to flash an unregistered firearm.
Of course,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, but like up in Boston, that's just fair game. So I took a little bit of.
Oh, you were up there.
I got that from the East Coast.
They don't have as many guns up there, so
it's a way of life.
And
up
that's
there.
why they
in
run
New
their
York.
mouth.
When you go to New York,
I've never been. Can I say I've never been?
Great. That makes it even more perfect. In New York, a light will turn green, and then people will start immediately honking, like no pressure, like turn green. But in Boston, it's not necessarily that much, but it is like they'll throw fingers up, they'll say like "fuck you" or whatever. It's a way of life. But when you come here, that's going to happen, and then somebody's going to run you down.
Like they don't see you. People act like they don't see each other.
I know, and I'm so annoyed with people. I'm like,
people really did that with me when I was driving.
It's only when I'm in the car and driving.
When I was driving the V8, people were like, "Listen, that car is not from this decade. That guy could be crazy. So steer clear of him." So maybe that's why I think people don't look at you, because I was driving a Mercury Grand Marquis for a few years and full of Diet Cokes. And God, it's a big car.
Yeah, but okay, what I took away from that.
But a Subaru, I'll cuss out somebody in a Subaru.
Yeah,
you don't scare me.
And that's what he did. And I was
Why don't you go back to the mountains, mountain man?
I had an internal, I don't know. I just felt it within the universe that this man did not have a gun, and we had a respectable exchange of cursing and every form of motherfucker or fuck that you could absolutely think of were thrown at each other. And then he drove off, and I said, right, have a nice day. And then he stopped and not reversed, but he just like slowed down and came back for more. And he's just like, you're just angry because you're wrong. And I was like, "Oh yeah, it's not because you were honking at me."
And you saying that is going to heal all of this.
Yeah,
I'm so grateful.
It's like we both. We both needed that. You know what I mean? But like, I don't think that could happen again, safely.
No, I think that's what you're talking about. It's like fencing. It's like, we're not going to die, but we get to determine who's the better warrior in this case. We get to have a little kerfuffle, and then we get to move on.
Yeah. My heart was pumping. I had to say, take a breath.
Take a breath.
Take a breath. We gotta
Jesus, take the
down.
wheel. This would have been a perfect opportunity for a little autopilot on your vehicle, don't you think?
I think so.
I mean,
I would have turned it on just to cuss the guy out, though.
Yeah,
like, can you take this over? I gotta go do something.
Tesla, I need you to drive right now because I have people to cuss and swear at.
Yeah.
And I have people to insult, and I have hand gestures to make. Do you know how good the hand gestures would be?
Oh my God!
Hang out the window with both hands.
I would pull out one of these again.
What are you doing?
I would pull out one of these again.
You can't park there. You would do the 90s.
I would do the 90s
motion.
Like, suck it, dude.
That was huge when I was in first grade.
Yeah,
that was the thing that the hood rat kids.
I would have done this one. This is the
Corinne Eschenroder taught me that one in third grade.
Cool.
Shout out. Queen of Alton.
Yeah.
Where were we? We are still in dumb news. Apparently, this week, 122 students in Oklahoma who walked out of class in protest of ICE are now suspended. See, typically the response is the district writes some kind of letter that explains this was not sanctioned. However, we're not going to prosecute or whatever many students. But in Oklahoma, they're doubling down. This is rare. They're saying, no, we don't care if it was 122 students. They all violated school policy, and per the handbook, this is the consequence. So they're all suspended for a 122 student walkout.
Yeah, they don't like that down there in Oklahoma. They like it when you stand in line and do what you're told.
That's down and over. Do we touch Oklahoma?
If anything, it's like our back ass. Like if we're the nose,
because it's down.
It's like we're
southwest
the back
of here, but it's above Texas.
Yeah, I think we have like a small corner, kind of how like we kind of like tip something.
We're tipping
on the other side.
I need to get a map for back here.
I know, dude.
My stepdad would be furious. He's got a map in his bedroom. He would show you exactly right now. He would pull it down. I think he stole it from an abandoned school or something. Oklahoma, Texas, because Arkansas is directly underneath.
Yes. Yeah, we do connect.
There's a confluence.
With Kansas. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Yeah, there's a river it's probably the Missouri. That goes through Oklahoma as well.
Well,
44.
Yeah.
Farty far.
So that's happening. Free speech is sacred, but truancy robs your future. Stay in school, build skills, and make your voice heard responsibly, was the superintendent's response. In Illinois, apparently nearly 20% of Illinois commercial driver's licenses could have been issued illegally.
Wow.
They discovered a pattern of fraud that could mean that 20% of all commercial driver's licenses in Illinois could be illegally obtained. So stay off the roads if you can until we have autopilot for all of the semis in Illinois. Just, trying to make it a Zoom call. Bring Zoom back. Zoom works better than ever.
Yeah.
They really had that opportunity
there's a
to
black
try out
market
all the kinks.
for commercial licenses.
Meaning people that, are probably trying to renew their license without taking a drug test is probably how that happens. That's probably the bulk of the market for that. Mm-hmm. Or any kind of a test, maybe. Oh, St. Charles County, referring to a recent federal judge's ruling finding video gaming machines in Missouri illegal. St. Charles County prosecutor announced on Thursday that enforcement in St. Charles County will begin April 1st. So some parts of the state and many parts of the country, when you go into like a truck stop or a big gas station, there may be a section of like video poker machines or video slot machines that are available. Usually in the city limits, that's not allowed. Certain municipalities allow that, maybe near you.
Yeah.
Well, Missouri recently decided that that's not legal, according to our founding documents, which include laws protecting the future of riverboats. So April 1st in St. Charles County, I don't know what the plan is. I don't know what that looks like, but that's they're going to start enforcing that April 1st, which is just neighboring to here. So, it's crazy because when I was a kid, you could not carry a gun legally very easily at all in the 90s. Now, but that regressed progressively, especially throughout the Bush administration, where, especially in Missouri, a lot of those restrictions were dismantled. So it's an open carry state, and they've, much like how we found the red light cameras to be unconstitutional, we found most forms of complex licensing for firearm ownership or carry to be unconstitutional. So stay off the roads, kids. The 20% of the licenses are fake. There are children driving stolen Audis without licenses. I bet you we could put that in the Fox News and it would come up.
They're driving into the rivers.
They're driving in. If they're on the clock, they're driving the Amazon van into the river. So your slippers from Amazon may be late. They may be soggy and they may be late. Amazon. You know, sometimes I'll DoorDash something from Target.
Sure.
That's always nice.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's kind of like Amazon right now. You know what I mean? Because you can get like anything you need, like household wise, on Amazon, but you're probably not going to get it for a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
And that's hard for me.
It's hard. You know, it's hard to. You got a baby?
Yeah, and that's the biggest excuse. I mean, I'm not taking the baby into the Hampton Village Target. That would be wildly unsafe. I don't feel safe in there.
Yeah. Well, we're boycotting them right now, as you know. But you have a baby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Data centers. The war continues in Pacific, Missouri. People are saying we really want to have data, but we don't want the centers near us and our drinking water. Is commonly the thing. So I've been seeing like Elon's big idea is in the future we'll probably put all of our biggest data centers in space, orbiting the Earth.
Yes. Okay.
So I guess they should go ahead and get on that.
Yeah.
'Cause,
is that for real?
yeah, it's just like anything else. It's like everybody wants their garbage to be picked up from their house and just taken away, but nobody wants to live next to a landfill.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
People want to have a lovely suburb to bury nuclear waste underneath, like Bridgeton, like we have here.
Yeah.
But nobody wants, to like then live there, especially for a long time. So you got to worry about that. Sometimes I worry about radon.
Okay.
Which is uranium fumes that eke up out of the cracks in the earth.
Yeah.
So.
And wasn't there just a community up north in North County or was that somewhere that had a class action lawsuit go through for
Something's up. Yeah, that happened.
From like
Things
long
are
time ago.
legally moving because of
Exposure. Yeah. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I saw this.
Yeah.
This was like a 5 on your side thing or something. It was like
yeah.
It was like 3 older people that were are you talking about the one where the St. Louis, the elderly St. Louisans
I
feel
think
like
so.
they were being fogged like as
Yeah.
children?
Yeah.
Like I remember those mosquito fogging trucks.
Yes. Yeah.
A couple of summers when I was a kid, and we would stay inside for a couple hours when they were coming or whatever. But then that just stopped, and so when something like that just stops, it makes you think like, was that okay? Should we have been letting them do that? What do you mean they just don't spray for mosquitoes anymore? I know they didn't kill them all.
Yeah.
What were they really doing?
Yeah.
Did
That
it
was
make
kinda
me
crazy.
weird? When
When was the last time I saw one of those? Like
That's what,
early 2000s?
97, I'm saying, brother.
yeah.
Maybe out in St.
Maybe
Charles.
2003.
I don't think after 9/11, because after 9/11 and all the debris in the debris and the fog from the building, people got much more like. I think if I connect everything to 9/11.
Is this an anthrax scare?
Yeah.
There's anthrax.
Since anthrax, people are much more cautious about what they put in their bodies.
Sure. Yeah.
People don't just open the mail.
No, you think I just open the mail?
Most of it I don't.
It could be anthrax on it.
There could be anthrax all over it. I mean, I don't want any part of that business. It doesn't even have to be meant for me.
Yeah.
Did you see? I don't know if that's real, so I'm not going to say that.
Okay, that's fine.
Fish fry season is incoming.
Oh, I could use one.
I could really use some fried fish right now.
We should go live stream a fucking fried.
I've always wanted to
fish
do
fry.
that.
Or at least like what we tried to
We
do
could take
last
this
year.
camera to a fish fry, no problem.
Yeah,
I got a lapel mic.
I'm serious. Okay, but
My favorite fish fry is at a local Elks Lodge that's open to the public for their Fish Fry Fridays because it's not a church.
Yeah.
So they also have fried chicken. They have fried chicken, fried shrimps that are really good.
Shrimps.
They have the fried cod, which is lovely
I
and
love a
exceedingly
fried
rare.
cod.
Apparently, we've eaten the cod to the brink of extinction in the wild. Apparently, I see this.
The Elks Lodge.
The Elks Lodge. This one's in Afton, the Afton Elks Lodge.
Cool.
Not a sponsor, but that's my favorite local fish fry. But if you really want like the hipster, like yuppie, like fish fry experience, is it St. Cecilia's that has like the Mexican?
I don't know.
It's the Mexican fish fry.
Yeah, I'm only used to Catholic Church fish
I
fries.
think it's St. Cecilia's over here on like Utah, like off Grand or something. And they had theirs is very, 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 very popular, and it's like a Mexican infused kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
that's probably like the one to be seen at. Like that's the cool one.
Sure, yeah. But
That's like the Nobu of the St. Louis fish fries
Yeah.
but it's not Japanese, it's Mexican. But it's like exclusive and exciting.
I was just at Musical Around today, actually, up in St. Charles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I just noted the Captain D's. Like it's Captain D's Christmas this time, Lent.
Yeah.
But it looked closed. Nobody was like, it was like lunchtime, and there was like no line. So
That doesn't mean it was closed.
exactly,
Did
I didn't know.
Were there lights on?
It was the middle of the day. It was bright and sunny. I couldn't tell. It was like the perfect.
I bet
could
you
not
they'd
tell
sell
if
you
there-
a fish.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't going.
I remember going to Long
but-
John Silver's one time with my mother when I was a child, and there was like one lady working in there, and like we were the only other people in there. It was like it felt like she like was robbing the place and locked everybody in the freezer, and then was like just frying us our food so that we'd leave or something. But it was horrifying. So those are my recommendations: the Afton Elks Lodge or St. Cecilia's. Do you have a fish fry in mind?
No, I literally have not been to one since
Yeah,
grade
a lot of
school.
them are good though, because a lot of them it's like a pop-up type of thing. Like it's not a place that's selling fish year round, so the fish is old or something. It's always a great time, usually pretty competitive. Plan to maybe pay cash at a lot of local fish fries still, because a lot of it's not like an ongoing business. It's a kind of seasonal off the books thing.
It's permanently closed.
Which one?
The one off Zumbo in St. Charles.
The Captain D's.
The Captain D's. Yeah, I was right. It was
Okay, so
closed.
don't go to that one and try to
Don't go
buy
that one.
fish.
But the Long John Silver's is probably. You got one down the street right here.
Is that one still really open?
I think so.
That's insanity. That Long John Silver's has been there my whole life.
I heard that Long John Silver's is it? Oh no, it's not horseradish. Horseradish. What's their fucking sauce? Like
Tartar sauce?
Tartar sauce.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not usually a tartar sauce person. I'm more of like a malt.
And I
vinegar.
knew you meant I like the malt vinegar too, though. It's an important part of the process. And
Sure.
I tried to.
It's got a 3.8. That's kind of high for fast food.
That's kind of high for drive-through anything. Yeah, because
You're this Long John Silver's down here off Hampton.
it's pretty high.
Yeah. So that's not bad. I could probably get my fix there. I love the Hush Puppies.
Is today the first Friday of Lent?
It is.
So we should maybe go to Long John Silver's after this. Mm-hmm. We should have done. We should have planned for that.
should've.
It got ahead
Next
of me.
time.
I mean, I'm just trying to get through.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten any red meat today. I don't think.
Yeah. You weren't present for Ash Wednesday. You didn't
I
get
do.
your-
You know what though? There's a guy. Sometimes you can catch him doing the ashes to go on the side of the road.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah. Sometimes that stuff.
Sometimes
will happen.
I'm in a rush and I can't make it to mass. You know.
Yeah, and it's so hot right now. Like with the
Performative
resurgence-
Christianity.
the performative tradcath thing that you don't really want to see the other people that are there.
Yeah. Yeah. Is Ash Wednesday like a Christian thing or is it I'm pretty sure it's a Christian thing.
I
Not
don't-
not just Catholic
I think
because
the ashes on the head and wearing it for the day. I think that's just a Catholic thing.
I don't know if this is fake news, but I saw Megyn Kelly and Marco Rubio, both with ashes on their face. It's just a flyby picture scrolling, but like, so that's what brought up that question. Comment down below: is it Catholic? Is it not?
I think it's Catholic. We just grew up knowing so many Catholic people. It seems like it must be everybody.
Yeah, and their crosses were huge on their face too. They were like
Yeah, some places really dab you
some
up.
are just a
they really
fucking
give
circle.
you the circle of
My-
life.
yeah, mine's just kind of like a pudgy circle, like
Do you do it yourself?
No. It's Priest does it.
The priest does it.
Yeah. Same thumb. All, like
That's not a
hundreds
big
of
deal.
people.
But then what you're really supposed to do, if you're really cool, if you're like me,
Yeah.
is you do a little makeup sealer over it so it stays. Like, you remember, you've done theater, that the makeup setter sealer spray.
Yeah.
You do a little of that on your way to the car.
Yeah.
And so that way you don't sweat it off.
Yeah. I just want a quick clarification. I have not done theater, but I know it from drag.
Okay.
Yeah. Just so that the viewers don't.
Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted. I am not.
This
theater.
is not community Shakespeare
cannot
back here.
pull out
Okay.
any sort of musical except Hamilton. I can pull that one out.
You don't have to admit that to people.
No,
gonna
I'm willing
this
to.
on YouTube.
The King George version, not version, but the song, "You'll Be Back." Love that song. I can do that one. Rent, love that one.
I like some of the songs from Rent.
Yeah, I was not able to be a theater kid, and it's one of my regrets. Because I think I would have really
Yeah.
enjoyed it if I would have allowed myself to do it.
Yeah, some all-girls Catholic schools avoid it entirely.
Yeah. No, it was. I played guitar for their school's Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat,
That's good.
and then I played drums for our school's showing of Annie.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
So,
So
but you didn't need makeup for those roles.
No, I was in the pit.
Yeah.
In the pit, meaning behind the stage. The first one that I did was with
In the
it
pit,
was
in the
me-
back,
in
back
the back.
pit.
Yeah. The first one for Joseph was me and my Spanish teacher and my music teacher, and the school paid me to play guitar for that. It was really interesting.
Yeah, because there's probably a budget for it. Because if they don't pay you, they got to pay somebody from the community to come in.
Yeah,
and
but
do
I feel
it.
like like a public school, you don't get paid for that. That's just part of your program.
If you're the kid,
If you're the kid,
no, a public school would not pay you if you were the kid.
yeah. But my school did for some reason.
You know, that's cool.
Yeah,
Because it's the right thing to do.
that's great. I was happy for
My
it.
family hates when I talk about this because, like, retrospectively, I wish I had just been normal so I could have, like, done the whole Catholic school journey because I think it would have been fun for me. But in reality, I didn't make it past kindergarten. It was strongly suggested I do anything else.
Sure. Yeah.
Shush.
Sorry about that.
Shush. No, it's good. Everything's fine. Friend of the show, Hillary Duff, dropped a new album today featuring the song Growing Up. And I realized it's not actually a whole cover.
No.
It's like a sample homage. She sings the chorus from Damn It by Blink-182. And then the words are the same.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. Damn It by Blink-182. Yes, this is growing up. That one. I'm not going to play it because last time we played too much Hillary Duff and YouTube wouldn't let me post the video.
Oh no.
I had to go in and clip it all out.
Okay. Yeah. I was wondering because it's not.
Yeah. But the verses are unique. The chord progression seems the same. The instrumentation is totally different. It's very like poppy, like Taylor Swifty, like plunky kind of synthy stuff.
Yeah.
But then the chorus was like, those words are from like a song that was on Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, I think.
Yeah.
And so I looked it up like in traffic this morning. I had to figure it out immediately. I was like on an exit ramp, like waiting to merge, and I was like, who sang? And it's Damn It by Blink-182.
So interesting.
Which I need to go back and listen to some Blink-182 because I realized a lot of the stuff like that was happening at that time
Yeah.
had a lot of instruments going on, and it was hard for me to decipher what was doing what as
Yeah.
a kid. Like at the time I hadn't developed an ear for it yet.
Yeah.
So re-listening to Damn It by Blink-182 today, I really enjoyed like just how everything was like mixed and the tones of all the instruments and stuff. And so I'm going to go back and listen to some Blink-182 with, my adult ears.
Yeah.
And so shout out to Hillary Duff for giving me that as a gift.
Shout out.
So
Hillary
it's
Duff.
like 30% of a cover is what you said to me when I texted
Yes.
it to you this
Yeah.
morning. Some of the whole Hillary Duff album we talked about a couple weeks ago is officially out today. And so I listened to some of it at work. Some of it's great.
Yeah.
We like Mature a lot. there seems to be a cleaned up version, perhaps, of Roommates.
I don't know what's going on.
There could be a cleaned up version. It would make sense. She's coming to
but
town.
it would have been like a sneaky, like, cleaned it up, But I guess whatever.
But you could do that now on DistroKid. We could go back and replace all the audio from that record we did together, Too Deep. It's actually still on all platforms. I think I fixed it too, where we show up with our own page separate from that rapper who had the same name. So Too Deep STL or just Too Deep, but you'll see us or a bloody handprint maybe. But we could go back and remaster all of that and just re-upload all the audio and not have to like post a totally separate remastered version.
Oh, nice.
So she'd.
Okay, yeah.
But I also would believe that there's multiple verses and one of them was dirtier than another.
Well, what definitely happened is that when you first introduced that song to me, we had the pod.
Yeah.
The lyric that was on Spotify was "touching myself, looking at porn," and that's what we assumed that reported
as journalists,
and we could probably go back and see.
But you think that they replaced the porn line entirely?
They absolutely did, because today now it says "touching myself at the front door." Which, okay, that's a little bit better. Like, I don't have to look at you, like, looking down at your laptop or something.
Still says by the front door. No, see, the second verse, she says by the front door. And the third verse, it still says looking at porn here.
Okay. So they just moved it down. Potentially. Or we just listened to it at a certain point.
Or it was, we probably jumped ahead.
Okay. I'm glad it's still there. I'm glad it's still there. Because I just told somebody about it yesterday, and I'm like, okay, Hillary just made me look like a fool now.
Yeah.
Made me look like I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. She had a big 45-minute interview today, but with CBS or whatever, promoting the tour and whatnot.
Did we talk about that? That she is coming
She is
with
coming
LaRue?
to town. And with LaRue.
Yes.
And that's at Hollywood?
Hollywood, yeah.
Jesus, that's
because we if you guys would like to support us in going to that concert.
If you sign up for the Patreon, if a handful of you sign up to the Patreon for 1 month, we could get tickets to go see Hillary Duff at the Hollywood, and you could be on the show, because we're going to shoot that afternoon from the lawn.
Please.
Before LaRue.
God, nothing would make me happier.
That would be so fun.
That would be so fun.
What time of year is that?
It's July 22nd.
Oh, it's going to be hotter than dick. I'm going to have my Daisy Dukes on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Holy Moses.
Yeah, it's like deep summer.
Oh.
I'm not.
That's deep. That is Riverport season, sister.
Yeah.
Down at the swamp,
I will say that
mama.
it doesn't get unbearable until August. Not unbearable, but you don't start choking on your own moisture until August.
Not quite as saturated.
The corn sweating in August.
The corn sweat is August, September.
Yeah.
And September is so frustrating because it gets as hot as August, but it feels like it's not supposed to. It feels like we're supposed to be moving on.
Yeah.
And we're not yet.
Yeah.
And you just have to, I have to remember that we only have to suffer in this life this one time.
Sure.
And that, the battle and the suffering is a huge part of the gift. Because we only get to do it this one time. And that's what makes us special compared to like these ultra-dimensional aliens that we communicate with in secret and rituals and whatnot, apparently, according to everybody now.
Mm-hmm.
And because, we experience time linearly. Because it's like it's like a roller coaster you only get to do once. But when we transcend beyond this realm, then, we have a more fluid relationship with time.
Fluid.
You know what I mean?
Total fluid.
And our connection to reality and whatnot. So I think about all of that whenever I get really upset about whatever we were talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which was?
Hillary Duff. And
how hot it's going to be. Was that all really about that?
Yeah, because
it's worth it is what I'm saying. Because it's not too hot to go to a concert in the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I'm at the age where I'm not above of making sure I am damn comfortable.
Okay, so
whereas
when I really decided that Keenan was wife material, I think we were going to Lou Fest. And we packed and planned so perfectly for the most part that we had a perfect spot to put our lawn chairs.
Yes.
With we had all of our drinks and stuff ready. We were like somebody's mom and dad going to the show to see Lauryn Hill, who played On Time at Lou Fest that summer, which is like a legendary.
Wow.
You never
Wow.
see that. That's like getting Morrissey to show up.
It's like she appreciated your planning.
It's like she knew, you know what, that pudgy white couple over there worked really hard to get a perfect position next to the sound guy in their lawn chairs so they get a perfect view. They don't have to be crowded by everybody.
Yeah.
And they're here and they're ready. Let me get out here on time for them.
Yeah.
Is how it felt.
Totally. I think the one thing that I didn't want to face at Hollywood was the parking situation. And we used
They charge for that now.
Yes. Yeah, they do. And they used to not. But
Guys, we're going to create a new tier on the Patreon. It's $1,000 because we're going to get choppered into the lawn at Hollywood.
and that's what I'm saying.
So
The comfort is worth it.
look out for the executive tier.
But in reality, if you pay for the bus from the Hollywood Casino over, you leave right when the headliner stopped singing, like we saw Kesha, right when Kesha was like, thank you, we booked it for the line and we were out of there and on the road in our car in 20 minutes.
Because
or
you
less.
book it. No, is that the end of the encore?
End of the
'Cause
encore.
sometimes I'll leave.
Encore. She's leaving. She's like,
But sometimes I'll leave at the start of the encore. Once I know what the
That-
first
yeah,
encore
that's fair.
song is going to
Yeah.
be, unless I absolutely have to stay for that song.
Yeah.
In a big stadium show like that, I'd be like, okay, all right, guys.
Yeah.
We did it. We got the selfie in front of we got to go. We got to get the fuck out of here.
you're packed ready to go
Yeah.
as she's finishing up the encore and she's leaving for the last time and then it would just book it to the line.
Yeah.
And
See,
and,
that's
and I timed it literally.
That stuff is hard for me to plan on booking it because I have a bad habit of walking too fast ahead of my wife. And
so we got to plan for that.
because she's got she has to go real. I mean,
So then we leave at the encore.
yeah.
when
maybe.
they're singing.
Yeah.
We plan for that.
Yeah.
And the buses are air conditioned.
And sometimes,
huge.
I'm half in, half out if I already have Setlist FM pulled up because I'm going to see what their encore was last night.
Yeah.
And see if I can predict what the last song is going to be and maybe
Yeah.
leave at the top of that song.
Yeah. That's a good
Very
one, too.
rarely do you miss a moment that way. Now, I've seen Jack White in some form 7 times. None of those shows I did that.
Now at the amphitheater, do you get to leave the lawn chairs? Leave them where they're at? Do you have to go return them?
I think you got to turn them back into one of those kiosks.
As long as it's
It's on
a
your way
quick-
to the exit.
Yeah, if I can just toss them, here, Josh.
Yeah.
Here's some.
Yeah.
I got 2 coming at you.
Do they not let you bring your own anymore?
They do. I brought in a tarp and a blanket.
A tarp?
Yeah, I brought a fucking tarp because it was gonna rain, and I didn't
genius.
want to sit on wet grass, and so
I
I brought a
agree.
fucking tarp and I rolled up the blanket inside the tarp, and they had to look in there and they found my vape pen.
They said, listen,
They're like,
what are you going to a
What is
fucking
this?
concert or
Yeah.
something?
They're
What are you,
like,
an
"Oh,
asshole?
can't have that."
You can't have that, you monster.
Yeah. But they at least let me detach the cartridge from the battery, instead of throwing away the whole thing because mine.
Oh, I would have
like
keistered
mine.
that whole operation.
Sure. Now I know.
Jesus. That's a sad story.
What I really need to know is it's the fucking beeper that set it off, the metal detector.
That's how they get you.
So now I know I got to bring joints, small little joints.
Yeah, those are good for that because they don't set off a metal detector.
Yeah, and you can boof them.
You could do anything you want with them. You could do anything you want. You don't have to be specific about what it is, but however you like to smuggle, go ahead and smuggle.
Yeah.
We got to hit some world news, I guess. Les Wexner, who we've mentioned recently on the show, testified before a congressional oversight committee this week. He kind of played dumb. He's like 88 years old, but the mainstream media is reporting that they believe they hear his lawyer whisper to him, quote, "I will fucking kill you if you answer one more of these questions with more than 5 words in a sentence."
I saw that video once, and I believe that he said that because it was like a
Hot mic situation.
I will fucking kill you.
Yeah.
If you answer one more of these questions
But,
with more than 5 words in a sentence.
And I understand that he was kind of being obnoxious with how he was answering the questions because he was
like,
playing
"Well,
dumb.
I don't know.
But he would go on and
No.
on. It was, unnecessary. He's also so old. And I don't know who.
So old.
And I don't know who he would necessarily be working on the behest of. Like,
I was manipulated by the best con man in the whole
Yeah,
world. I don't know.
I don't think in a normal DOJ that defense would stick, but in this one it might. For
I
him in
hate
this case, it's
this
so
timeline.
Yeah, that we are in the worst timeline, and because Jesus gives his toughest challenges to his silliest gooses, and and that's us.
Okay.
The Andrew, formerly known as Prince, has been arrested and then I think released under investigation.
Yeah.
For now, suspicion of misconduct in public office, sharing confidential trade documents with Jeffrey Epstein. On November 30th, 2010, Andrew forwarded official reports of his own travel to Jeffrey Epstein, and he would have been traveling as a public figure serving in a public office role of trade something at the time, and so that was confidential stuff he was sending to Epstein for no clear reason. And then later, a confidential investment meeting about Afghanistan was held between Prince Andrew and Jeffrey Epstein after Jeffrey Epstein's 2008 conviction. So that's bad. That's a bad look.
That's bad.
But that's the thing that they're pursuing with hard evidence of before or instead of pursuing any of the other kind of abuse that we see to have been alleged. I'm sure there will be more. Globally, this whole thing is really popping off. There's a lot of accountability happening.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking some of that will trickle in here, maybe. In other news, recently Barack Obama mentioned to Brian Tyler Cohen on YouTube that the aliens are real, but they're not actually being held underground at Area 51. I think to bait Trump into saying something about aliens. And so Trump posted yesterday, based on the tremendous interest shown, I will be directing the Secretary of War and other relevant departments and agencies to begin the process of identifying and releasing government files related to alien and extraterrestrial life, unidentified aerial phenomena, and unidentified flying objects. So he posted that last night or this morning. And so...
And I feel like I
That's
saw
not-
something that Obama tried to clarify what he's had said.
Yeah, I mean, because, I don't think anyone's supposed to be the guy to, spill the beans. I think that's
Right.
been the thing. Like, they don't, nobody wants to be that guy, brother. So maybe they want Trump to start to be that guy because, maybe they know he's not actually a part of the thing long term. He's not a long term part of our lives for much longer. Heaven forbid, I've said that on the record, but it's just, it's just so old. And it's such a hard job. It makes you old while you're doing it. So if you start it so old, having already done it before, it's just like,
Yeah.
I don't know how that's survivable. I mean, I would need a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? Whatever they got, whatever the secret stuff is they give to the Olympians or whatever.
Yeah.
The kids from District 1 in the Hunger Games, whatever they get to eat for breakfast or in their IV or whatever. I'll go to an all IV diet if that's what it takes. You just got to tell me to pull the plug.
Sure.
You got
Yeah.
to tell me it's time.
Yeah. I bet they get oatmeal and raw, or not raw, maybe raw eggs, hard-boiled eggs and
If you cracked a raw egg into hot oatmeal, it would cook it enough that
I think so.
you'd
Do
stir
you
it
want
while
that,
it was
though?
piping
I don't
hot.
know. Maybe maple sugar.
Because you can do that with ramen.
Maple brown sugar.
If you have boiling hot ramen, you can crack
yeah.
an egg in there. You don't have to worry about it being raw still by the time you end up eating it. Once it's
Yeah.
all mixed in with everything that's piping hot, unnaturally hot, from hell in a cauldron.
Oh, hell.
Christ. Oh, God. It really takes it out of me. So that's all great. That's all crazy. Today, big news. Apparently, the Supreme Court, which I thought was loaded in Trump's favor, struck down a lot of Trump's tariff executive orders. So Donald Trump announced he's going to now impose a 10% global tariff on top of the levies already in place after the Supreme Court ruled that his sweeping emergency tariffs are illegal. He, of course, freaked out. He doesn't necessarily handle that stuff well. But his new levies can only last up to 150 days without congressional approval. So he's doing more temporary stuff to kind of throw a fit, I think. The Supreme Court said they may even recommend that almost $200 billion in tariff money that was collected be returned to the businesses that paid it. And that was part of Kavanaugh's dissent in the Supreme Court decision, was that that's going to be a nightmare to return all that, to figure out how, even logistically, to return $200 billion in collected tariff money, assuming they hadn't immediately spent all of it already. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to trickle down. The rain's supposed to be trickling down.
Patreon.com/Jacob V. I could really use a trickle down.
If you want to trickle down,
if you want to trickle me down,
go ahead.
Go ahead, please. Let me take my glasses off. So, in light of all of that,
can we? Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, please.
Okay, I was gonna, because you don't have it on here, but I just wanted to talk about the Olympics real fast because
I fell out of it. I've been busy.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Luckily, I have been keeping up.
Good. What's good right now?
The USA women's hockey team just won gold against Canada, which is like a forever long rivalry, in overtime.
That's a huge deal. We don't really deserve it.
Yeah, but we earned it. That's for sure.
But we earned it this year.
And then we had the icon Alyssa. Oh fuck, I forgot her last name, but Alyssa from figure skating. She just won the U.S. women's figure skating gold, and the first time since 2002. And she is
did an American won that one?
Yes, and she is a 23-year-old like rock star, basically, who retired at like 17 or something, and then did all these things that she wanted to do. Like she went on her first vacation. She like hung out with friends. She like colored her hair and like just was able to find herself. And then she realized that skating is where she's meant to be anyway. And so she's come back with this like lightness and this airiness of like knowing yourself and the confidence. And she like just came out and crushed it yesterday, because they do a short program and then they do a freestyle program, which is longer, more artistic. In the short program, she was like third and wasn't vetted to be like the gold medal winner, but we knew she was going to do well. But then she does her freestyle program and she does MacArthur Park by Donna Summer. And if you haven't heard that song, listen to it. Turn this off and listen to it. All 17 minutes of it.
She does the whole song?
She doesn't do the whole song, no. But she does like 4 minutes. She does from the beginning, which is a very slow build, orchestral, and it's very dramatic. And then it hits this disco that is just unworldly. And she hits it like that journey that you get taken on while she's skating is so beautiful. It's so beautiful and so wonderful. And she just like knocks it out of the park, and she's like having fun doing it, which is awesome. Cause some, like the Olympic pressure is a lot where you have a lot on the line, but she's doing it like she has no care in the world. Like she's doing it for fun, which I loved seeing. And she had a great performance and she won gold because of it.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I didn't know any of that.
Yeah, it just happened a couple days ago.
I'm going to watch that after
you
this.
You should watch it.
I'm going to watch that one.
Yeah.
I got to catch some of that.
But there were some like big upsets too. There was definitely some people like learning valuable lessons of like this 21-year-old.
We didn't win
Ilya
curling,
Malinin.
did we?
It's still being decided. They're on the, they're in the semifinals.
They're still curling?
They're still curling.
That's
it's been a while.
That's a big one.
They do a round robin, and there's like mixed, and there's women's and men's. We did not place in the mixed, but we're in the semifinals for women's, at least from what I know. And that was like this week. Yeah, like the big upset was Ilya Malinin, who is, they call him the quad god because he can do a quad axel, which is the hardest hardest rotation to do. And he had done so well, and he did his last performance and he fell, and he doesn't fall. Okay, this guy is like awesome, and like I said, he's like 21. He's young, and he just chokes under the pressure, and it's really sad to watch. But he comes off of it with, the understanding that I have more time. I'll get it next time for sure. So, he does a backflip on his skates, which like nobody does, except he didn't originate it. There was a black woman skater who did that in like the 90s and got disqualified for it, but she did it anyway.
Got disqualified.
She got disqualified.
You can't do a backflip.
Yeah. But she said, no, fuck you, I'm going to do it. But that was her fate. We had the
Gold ladies hockey.
Ladies hockey.
What about men's hockey?
Still being played, and this is the first year that that NHL players are allowed to be on Olympic teams. They were not allowed before because of timing issues and stuff. So we'll see what happens with that.
Well, that's cool. Though.
And typically USA does not win that. There's a whole movie about how we did win it one time, Miracle. Over the
That's why I said we
Soviets.
didn't deserve it. About the women's hockey, because I'm like, we just don't pay enough attention to hockey, especially not
True.
women's hockey here.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the NFL is the enemy, and it's so saturated. Mm-hmm. It's too much.
It's too much.
What about hockey, guys?
Come on. I mean, we know people love it.
Bring it back.
They want to see it. Heated rivalry, huge.
Oh, I haven't watched that yet. What is that on?
HBO.
Oh, that I have. That I can do. If it's on Apple TV, I'm not doing it. I'm not giving Apple any more money.
No, I don't have Apple
Like, I'm
TV
not going
either.
to cut off Apple entirely, but I'm not signing up for an additional thing with Appel.
Yeah.
So, the Olympics still going on then. We got to stay tuned.
This is like
I bet
the
you my baby's
last
watching it right now
weekend.
with her grandparents.
Yeah, this is the last weekend.
Good. So, watch the Olympics.
There is a Jamaican bobsled team. They have not gone yet.
They haven't gone yet?
Yeah.
Jesus
that
Christ.
must be like at the end.
I got to find out when that is. They're saving
or
it
it's
for
today.
last.
I've been a couple days behind, but other than that, I've been on it.
That's hilarious. Guys, jacobv.com, caddyshackil.org, patreon.com/jacobv. I could have been in the Corey Feldman doc, but you can see it on Jim and Them. I'm there. I'm right there.
Right there. So close to starting.
I gotta pee, so we're done. We're good. We'll see you next week.
Bye.